I got accepted into the YouTube creator program. This can grow your channel so much. I am going to tell you guys how much I made from my first YouTube paycheck. This was my very first camera ever. A huge issue that I have bumped into and has been a constant challenge for me. Hey olives! It will never feel normal saying that, but I'm gonna keep saying it because that's what you guys are now. You're my olives. My friend Sam came up with that name and it's hilarious, so we're sticking with it. And olives, boy do I have something exciting to tell you. Something huge happened for me in the world of YouTube, and that is I got accepted into the YouTube creator program! 10-year-old me is absolutely quaking in her boots. Never thought this was gonna be me, but here we are. Essentially in today's video, what I'm gonna do is walk you guys through my YouTube journey, tell you guys a little bit about it, how it started, how it's going. I'm gonna give you guys some tips for if you're someone who wants to start a YouTube channel, everything I've learned in my 3 years now of being a YouTuber. Talk about getting accepted into the program. I'm gonna talk about my biggest challenges, my favorite parts of being a YouTuber, and yeah, I'm just gonna delve into all of it. So sit down, grab yourself a nice little drink, get cozy, and let's get started. First things first, I am going to tell you guys a little bit about my backstory as a YouTuber and what led me to finally start my channel. When I was younger, I always felt drawn to the entertainment industry and just the arts overall. I did talent shows all throughout elementary school. I vlogged myself all the time.
11:50 and the last day of school is coming to an end.
I would make Barbie movies, Bratz doll movies, Monster High movies, Littlest Pet Shop movies, you name it. I probably have a movie in my archives for it. Basically, I always had a camera tied to my hip, and if you don't believe me, I have proof. This was my very first camera ever. It was a High School Musical camera, and it opens up. I don't know if there's batteries in it right now, but I used to film with this tiny little camera, early 2000s. And the video quality, oh boy. I took this everywhere. I videoed absolutely everything, and oh, I just loved it. And that was my start into the videographer world, I guess you can say. And then I upgraded to the flip camera. For those of you who are close to my age, you'll probably know what this is. This changed the future of YouTube. I was so excited to have this. I felt so bougie, so videographer. I created some sick movies out of this thing. So long story short, I videoed everything when I was younger. But as a child, obviously, my parents didn't let me actually upload anything to YouTube. Sometimes I wonder if I could have been famous in the OG era of YouTube, because I was filming, I just wasn't uploading. A huge reason why I didn't finally start uploading when I was old enough in high school was because I knew it was something that I always wanted to do, but I also knew that people were gonna laugh at me for it and judge me for it, and they weren't gonna understand it. I didn't want a spotlight in that way. I was honestly just afraid of the attention, and especially if you don't go viral and people are judging you, then it's like they have an extra reason to judge you because you're a flop. Now I don't care. I could flop all day long and it makes me happy at the end of the day, so that's enough for me. But definitely back in high school, I didn't have a backbone. And this went into college. I wanted to still start a YouTube channel when I was in college, especially because I loved college YouTube content so much. Dorm videos, moving in vlogs, all that stuff. I just didn't feel comfortable enough, especially as a freshman in college, to walk into my freshman dorm and be like, yo, what's up? I'm your roommate. I do YouTube. Want to be in my videos? However, sophomore year came along and this thing called COVID-19 happened that we are all too familiar with, and quarantine happened. I spent a lot of time alone, and I just finally got to the point where I was trying all these new hobbies to stay entertained during COVID, and came to the decision that I was ready to push aside everything else and everything that had been stopping me and just finally say F it and start a YouTube channel because I always wanted to. My very first video that I ever posted was an about me and how coronavirus ended my semester. And from there, I just kept them coming. I will never forget the feeling of finally sitting down, pulling out my iPhone and deciding to start recording and then editing the video in iMovie. It just was such a good feeling, and it was such a rewarding feeling once I was done editing it and posting it and finally doing this thing for myself that I've always wanted to do. It was a really great feeling. Now that you guys know about my journey and how it started and how I got to where I am now, I'm going to really quickly talk about the challenges that I faced throughout this journey. I touched upon this just before when I was talking about my journey through YouTube, but definitely the biggest challenge that I faced was the fear of judgment. It held me back from starting my channel for so long when I could have started much sooner if I had just let go of the opinion of others. Finally got to the point now where I'm fully confident in my YouTube channel and what I bring to the table, how far I've come, that it's just something that I love to do. So if you're gonna laugh at me, you can laugh over there while I'm making money doing this. Sorry. Oh, a huge issue that I have bumped into and has been a constant challenge for me is storage. Making and editing videos takes up so much storage you would not believe, or you would believe because it's pretty believable. My computer every other day is running out of storage. So I have had to buy hard drive after hard drive and look up tutorials on how to save space. Oh my God. This is a challenge that I currently am still going through. My computer actually just ran out of storage. Make sure you know a little bit about hard drives and which hard drives are the best hard drives for your content. Oh my God. Keep that in mind when you're starting a YouTube channel. Another challenge that I've faced throughout my YouTube journey is money, because tools to improve your videos are not cheap. It has taken me a lot of time to get to the point where I am with the quality of my videos because cameras are expensive. Lighting, storage costs money. I literally twitch when I think about it, how expensive hard drives are. Editing softwares can be expensive. All of these things add up, and these things are ultimately going to improve the quality of your videos so much, but they're so expensive. So keep that in mind when you're making a YouTube channel. Of course, there are so many loopholes around this, but the tools that you'll buy with the money that you invest really will up your content. So it is something that is worth saving for, in my opinion, if you're really going to be pursuing YouTube. Another big challenge that I have faced is being able to stay consistent with YouTube while having a job. When YouTube is not your full-time job and you don't have a blank canvas of a week to just create content, it's difficult to find time to post content for YouTube. You really have to prioritize it, because I'll spend a week doing my part-time job, going into shifts, doing my freelance jobs of running social media accounts, and by the weekend, I want to relax. So it's hard to find that balance, but since YouTube is something that I really genuinely want to pursue and does make me so happy and so fulfilled, I started allowing myself to spend my free time doing YouTube videos, and that's exactly what I do. Being consistent while having a job is very difficult, but if it's something that you really want to do, you will prioritize it. Now that we went over the biggest challenges of my YouTube journey, I'm going to talk about my favorite part about my YouTube journey. And number one is the community that I've built. I know I don't have that many subscribers in the grand scheme of things, but I really have felt a sense of community in starting a channel. Having so many people tell me that they love my content, literally to my face and in my DMs, was just the best, most rewarding feeling ever. It felt really good to know that my content was being seen and was actually making a difference in people's lives or influencing them in any way, shape, or form, or even just entertaining them. If there's people sitting down watching my videos, I'm happy. My second favorite thing about having YouTube, although these aren't in any particular order, is the memories that I am able to look back on with my life. My YouTube channel, especially with my travel vlogs, is like being able to watch my life as if it's a TV show. I can go back and watch the cruise that I went on 3 years ago, or I can go back and watch when I lived in Vancouver for 2 weeks and relive those memories. So I have this huge digital diary of a TV show of my life that I can look back on and see how far I've come, see the incredible memories I made with my friends. I'm just so happy that I started my YouTube channel. So happy, because I go back and I watch my videos all the time and I love it, and it's a great feeling to be able to have that now. Now that we've gone through my journey, the challenges, my favorite part, I'm gonna share with you guys some tips that I wish I could tell my younger self who was wanting to start a YouTube channel and had no idea what she was doing. Number one tip I have is start now. I was talking about this earlier about how I wish I had started a YouTube channel earlier because I missed out on so many milestones that probably would have done really well on YouTube. So my biggest advice is to just really push through whatever it might be that's holding you back and pick up your phone, start videoing yourself and post it, because if you don't start now, odds are you're probably gonna wish you started sooner. Check other people's YouTube channels and filter it from most popular to least popular, and take notes of the videos that are going viral for other people. A lot of the times it's a trend like waking up at 5 a.m. or get ready with me for school, things like that, and write down all of these ideas that you can recreate. Just really spend time watching other people's videos because this is going to help you for inspiration. One of the simplest but best tips that I can give is utilize Canva. Canva is going to be your best friend. If you're using iMovie and you haven't upgraded to a paid editing software yet, you can make transparents, you can make green screens, you can make all of your graphics on Canva, and you can get better font on Canva. Canva is just, it's that girl. And I also recommend, if you can afford it, to get Canva Premium because there's so many more features on Canva Premium. But of course, it's not necessary, and your videos will be just as great without Canva Premium. It just saves some extra steps sometimes. Probably one of the most important tips that I'm going to share today that people don't realize this can grow your channel so much is utilizing YouTube Shorts. If you're someone who posts on TikTok already and Instagram Reels, save the content that you're making from those social media channels and post it to your YouTube Reels. It doesn't necessarily have to be super related to your channel or your niche or whatever it may be, but just posting that content will give you that extra exposure. And I personally have gained so many extra followers from YouTube Shorts, and I didn't realize until I looked at my analytics that so many of my new followers were coming from my shorts. And also my shorts were getting much higher view counts than they were on other social media channels like Instagram and TikTok. To join the YouTube Creator Program, you do have to meet a specific criteria. You have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the last 12 months. Or you can have 1,000 subscribers and 10 million public shorts views in the last 90 days. Like I said earlier, those 4,000 watch hours were very difficult to achieve. Even the 1,000 subscribers took me a while. I don't think I achieved 1,000 subscribers until a year and a half into YouTube. But again, I wasn't really posting consistently. So don't feel bad if it takes you a while to get accepted, and don't let that get you down, because it took me 3 years of YouTube to finally get into the creator program. Anyone can do it with a little hard work and consistency. The way that you find out if you've been accepted, I believe I got an email, but also if you go into YouTube Studio, there should be an eligibility monetization meter, and it will show you where you are and track your progress. So once you do that, you'll be prompted to set up an AdSense account. You have to add in all the information that they ask, and it will prompt you step by step. And then once you put in all your information, you will receive a code in the mail, and then you take that code, you plug it in and verify it on AdSense, and then you're good to go. Something to know about the YouTube Creator Program is they do pay monthly, and also you have to reach $100 threshold. So you won't get paid until you have $100 in your YouTube bank, I guess we'll call it. So say you make less in 1 month and it doesn't reach 100, you won't get paid that money until a month where you do reach the 100, or you make up the difference to reach 100. And to be completely transparent, I am going to tell you guys how much I made from my first YouTube paycheck, and also how much I'm making in my January earnings right now. For my very first YouTube paycheck, I was very lucky and I happened to have a few videos go viral at the same time. So with the combination of all of those, I ended up making $107.91 with my first YouTube paycheck ever. And oh my god, what a good feeling that was. I know it's not going to be like that every month moving forward. I happened to have a couple videos go viral, but it was a really surreal feeling. I genuinely never thought that I would be in this position, and I know that younger me would die if I told her that. As of January, this was definitely, I guess, a slower month for me. I have $33.43. So December was clearly more successful for me, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles with social media. Sometimes you make more and sometimes you make less. Well, Olives, that officially brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing a little bit more about my personal YouTube journey, where I started, how I got here, some of my challenges, and also some of my tips. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up and possibly subscribing. And I just want to give a huge thank you to all of my subscribers, all of the people that leave me just the kindest comments and DMs and messages, and even to my friends who sit down and watch my videos and tell me about it. I know which one of you guys are watching because you tell me, and I love each and every one of you, because seriously, I wouldn't be able to be doing this without you guys. So grateful that I was accepted into the YouTube creator program. I just never thought I would be. As always, I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. Alright guys, I will see you next week. Bye! Throughout my YouTube journey, Jesus.